Hello, my name is Jisoo, and thank you so much for watching Grace Alone. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. I wanted to make this video as a post-commentary on the entire process and thought behind the dancing and the whole cinematography. And just to start off, I want to say that the inspiration for this dance was actually the verse Isaiah 8:6, in which part of it says, "Here I am, Lord, send me." And this really stuck out to me because although it's so confident in that verse, it takes much more for me to actually get to that point where I can confidently tell God, yes, Lord, here I am, send me, do what you will with me. I have a lot of apprehension and uncertainty, so kind of similar to Jonah, I have to wrestle with that and kind of struggle through that process before I can get to the point where I can confidently say Isaiah 8:6. Some fun things from this video. We shot this over multiple weeks, 2 days, and things went generally pretty well. And for the door in particular, the door motif, we really got to give a shout out to Tiffany, the videographer's younger sister, who single-handedly carried that door on her back for probably like 4 hours. Thank you so much, Tiffany. You really made this video happen. We could not have done this without you. And just the multiple takes I had to do, having to go full out every single time. My hands got so rough from just being on the ground, from the dirt, from the sand to the grass to whatever. But yeah, it's all for the video, and it turned out super awesome. I'm really happy with how it all ended up. The character I'm playing, which I touched upon before, is a mixture of Jonah's character as well as my own personal character, because it's not easy for me to take a leap of faith into something that God calls me into if I'm not comfortable with it. So this entire dance is journeying to and wrestling with God to reach that point and making amends with those difficult asks that I'm given. And the door in this whole dance is a big theme. What that represents is what and where God has called me into. And this could be anything from a new role, a new place I need to move to, maybe a mission field, anything really that I am not certain about the future. And I think a lot of people can actually relate to this in terms of their own lives and where they might be called to, where they're nervous about the future. The beginning scene with the nightmare, all this intense movement, is a depiction of the internal turmoil that's going on in my heart and wrestling with the ask of God to send me somewhere new. Now, if you look at the choreography, I start off very kind of mellow and in the same location, and I start to move around more and more and up the energy. And that's just not a musical choice alone. That really is about the progression. In the beginning, I'm very distraught and low energy, trying to figure out, should I go, should I stay? But as I continue to journey and build up my trust in God, I build up my movement strength as well and start to move forward and forward towards the destination that I'm headed in. And another thing about that is we shot this in multiple locations. It still had the same choreo. Now, that's not just an artistic visual choice. There's actual purpose behind it. And that is that no matter where we are placed, whatever location, whatever time, whatever place we are called to be in, God is always guiding my steps and always pushing me towards where I need to be. So as an encouragement to you guys who might be in similar or very different circumstances, God is still with you throughout all of your days. And finally, at the end, there's a big reversal of choreography. And it's like, oh, what's going on? What that signifies is actually that theoretical walk down the path away from the door, away from God. That was what would have happened if I pursued down that road. However, we bring it back, so back to the current present, where I can, again at the bifurcation, and I turn around and instead choose to go into the door that God called me to. So there's a lot of layers here, a lot of chronological tricks and ideas that we've implemented, but I hope that this video really touched you in some way or inspired you in one way or another. And thank you so much again for watching the video. God bless.